Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में. कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Programele noastre oferă multe limbi. Vă puteți uita pe suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The Honorable Paul Hellyer from Canada has conducted extensive research on extraterrestrials. How advanced are the beings from other planets?
I think they're more advanced technologically and spiritually, maybe socially, all three. So they I think have much higher moral and spiritual values than we do. And we're sort of at the bottom of the list. We're very primitive. We don't think we're primitive. We think we're sort of tops. But we aren't really. We're a long way down the ladder, and we're just starting to work our way up the ladder to the time when we could claim to join them and be part of their association and to work, in a friendly manner to mutual advantage.
Extraterrestrials are real. Interview with the Honorable Paul Hellyer, Part 2 of 2, coming soon. Greetings, noble viewers. I am Tung from beautiful Los Angeles, USA. The people of the United States wish you eternal happiness and peace. Welcome to part 2 of our two-part series, Extraterrestrials Are Real, interview with the Honorable Paul Hellyer. The Honorable Paul Hellyer is a Canadian politician, aeronautical engineer, an internationally renowned journalist, speaker, and author. He was formerly Canada's Minister of Transportation as well as its Minister of National Defence and is currently a member of the Canadian Privy Council. Mr. Hellyer has conducted extensive research on extraterrestrials, or ETs, and unidentified flying objects, or UFOs. On today's program, Mr. Hellyer tells us more about extraterrestrials and the important message they wish to share with us. He begins by discussing whether ETs are more advanced than we are.
I think they're more advanced technologically and spiritually, maybe socially, all three. So they I think have much higher moral and spiritual values than we do. And we're sort of at the bottom of the list. We're very primitive. We don't think we're primitive. We think we're sort of tops. But we aren't really. We're a long way down the ladder, and we're just starting to work our way up the ladder to the time when we could claim to join them and be part of their association and to work, in a friendly manner to mutual advantage.
According to Mr. Hellyer, extraterrestrials have been helping us for many years to advance our technology. One important discovery they want to share is zero-point energy.
Yeah, that's the energy that exists everywhere in the cosmos. It is all around us. And it's can't be destroyed, it's there. And it can accomplish what we used to think was impossible. And that's we used to think that you couldn't get a machine that would just keep operating without putting energy into it. Well, that's true, but here's a machine where you can put the energy from the cosmos in it, and it never runs out. You don't have to bring a tanker truck to fill it up with gas or any kind of fuel. You don't need to put in wood, or you don't need to put in coal. Dr. Michael Wolff, who was an American who had worked in S4 in Nevada, said that the Americans working with the extraterrestrials had developed both cold fusion and zero-point energy. That is the only way to go, is to take that energy and use it to replace coal and oil, and ultimately natural gas as well.
In recent years, Mr. Hellier explains, extraterrestrials have been visiting Earth more and more frequently. They are concerned because they think our actions could affect the entire galaxy.
As far as the interconnection is concerned, I'm told if we put off an atomic weapon on Earth, it has an effect right across the universe. And the effect is felt in other places right across the universe, and vice versa. These are negative effects, of course. They're disrupting, and that's one of the reasons that the extraterrestrials, especially some of them, are so concerned about us. They started coming in large numbers after the first experimental atomic weapon. Warring humans is something that has repercussions right across the universe with all of our siblings and relatives and other sentient beings everywhere. And consequently, we have to cut it out and start doing positive things that would work positively and provide the kind of environment that they would want to visit and share with us on their vacations or whatever.
Mr. Hellier believes that Earth is currently undergoing what he calls a spiritual revolution. For a successful outcome, however, we must realize one important fact. War is obsolete.
I've been around. I've lived through 2 world wars and dozens of other wars. I was Minister of National Defense in Canada for a while. And I know that war is obsolete. It doesn't make any sense for anybody. It's an old idea. The weapons involved have changed over the years, over thousands of years, from clubs to musket loaders to automatic rifles to machine guns and then finally atomic weapons, and now worse. And so it doesn't make any sense because we are going to destroy ourselves. And so I'm saying that is not the way to go. We have got to change, and we have got to start cooperating with other people. We claim that we're a rational species, but we have to prove it. So that is what I'm saying and promoting, is let's start voluntarily doing the right thing. And the right thing would be to try to save our planet and to have a fairer distribution of wealth and to solve the real problems of health, wealth, and education for people all over the world. Every rose that blooms, every lily that blooms, every tree that grows, every river that flows, every mountain that heads for the sky, every ocean, they are all part of God incarnate, in the sense that His particles make up us all. And so, in effect, we are all brothers and sisters. We're all siblings. And we should act that way.
We will now take a moment to thank the Divine for the many wonders in our magnificent cosmos. We'll return after this message. Welcome back as we continue our program, Extraterrestrials Are Real, interview with the Honorable Paul Hellyer, part 2 of 2. According to Paul Hellyer, the more advanced planets in our galaxy have formed a galactic federation. Having observed our Earth for thousands of years, they have a message for us.
Because one of the messages that's coming loud and clear from the members of the galaxy is you are poor stewards of your planet. You're not taking care of it. You're spoiling it. You're wrecking it. And you don't deserve to have it. So if you want to keep it, you've got to change and do things that are right. If we have any concern for our own selves and our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, then we've got to move, make the changes, and do the things that are necessary to keep our planet because we deserve it. It has to start with the individuals. So it has to start from the bottom up, not from the top down. And if it starts at the bottom up, then it can begin, as is happening, small groups forming, doing right things, and spreading the word, and making waves. If we could just speed up that process and make it more universal, then wonderful things can happen.
Mr. Hellyer believes that to be good stewards of our Earth, we must treat animals with compassion. This means a widespread adoption of the vegan lifestyle.
I think the way we treat some animals is very, very wrong. We treat them very poorly, and that's wrong. In my own family, I know that the young people are vegetarians, a lot of them. And when I was young, there were none. So we're moving in the right direction there. If you have too many animals like beef cattle, they create problems for the environment. Too much gas released into the environment. So there are connections there. And I think it's true, at least one of the planets in the galaxy is entirely vegetarian. There may be others, but I heard of one where it's entirely vegetarian. And so you can say, well, maybe that's a model to aim for, and we're moving in that direction, so there's something positive that's going on there.
Mr. Hellyer believes that the future of humanity is bright. However, it is important for us to heed the advice from the extraterrestrials.
I think that the final message is we have been told that we are not being good stewards of our planet. We have been warned that we are going the wrong way and that we could destroy ourselves as a species. Listen to what we're hearing. Listen carefully, and then change our ways and pass the information along and create the spiritual atmosphere in which it will be possible to look after our planet, to restore it to what it should be, and to have a planet where everybody tries to get along and treats each other as a brother or sister. In other words, love is the answer. It is the glue that holds the universe together.
For more information on the Honorable Paul Hellyer, please visit paulhellyerweb.com. Many thanks, the Honorable Paul Hellyer, for sharing your thoughts with us. May you be blessed abundantly for your kind generosity. Much loved viewers, thank you for your company today during the concluding episode of Extraterrestrials Are Real, interview with the Honorable Paul Hellyer. Coming up next is The Real Love, Part 2 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May all beings soon live in harmony in a compassionate vegan world.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/ss.